And we are live.
Hey everybody, it's Dale Jr. here for the Ask Junior portion of our show today. We've had a great conversation so far. Me and Mike Davis here in the Bojangle studio. Looking forward to the questions you've got for us today that you've sent to Xfinity Racing on Twitter. And Andrew's here. He's going to help us get those going. So let's get started.
We've got a lot of people tuning in on the YouTube chat already, and I think my dad's watching too. It's his birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. This first question actually is a follow-up from last week's Ask Junior. Someone said you never actually answered whether you cheated at Battleship or not. So did you cheat at the game?
I probably did. I probably did. I mean,
probably.
Yeah, I probably did. I mean, I would say, I took advantage of any opportunity anytime I'm playing for, in a competitive manner. If there's a window of opportunity to, bend the rules a little bit, it's happening.
There you go.
Yeah. Plus, this was probably at about 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, and that's when Dale's in his prime. Certainly back then.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm hanging on. I got no gas. I'm just trying to get to the finish, and he took advantage of my vulnerable state.
You don't remember this.
I'm the one that brought it up. Did I not? Last week I brought it up
that game was totally fair. It was fine.
Bullshit. No, it was a cheat fest, man.
You probably won. I mean, it doesn't even. Okay.
Anyways, sorry to bring it back up. I saw it was one of the YouTube comments. I'm like, all right, I gotta follow up on this. This next question coming from Katie. She's had some pretty good questions on Twitter the last couple of weeks. What's the story behind the skeleton gloves? Where did that originate?
Really? Man, I felt like I talked about this. Having so many conversations about all these things here lately because we had the gloves program come up, and I can't remember where we had these conversations, but I saw a guy, I think it was motocross, probably, 15 years ago, and I'm sitting there watching it, and one of the riders, so they're up at the gate, right, and you can see all the tires, everybody's tires side by side, and you see everybody getting their hands and their gloves up on the handlebars, and one guy had on these skull gloves, and it just really stood out. And as a race car driver, or I'll just say this, watching a NASCAR race, right, the drivers that would always have white gloves, you could see their hands moving from the watching the race from the cameras of the TV or from the grandstands or whatever. You could always see their hands when they wore a light colored glove. And I thought, man, I bet those would be cool to wear, be different. Everybody was doing helmets, painting helmets, and I just don't care about my helmet. I really don't. And if somebody wants to do a design, put a skull on the back or whatever, that's fine. But I'm never going to be the kind of guy that's like, ooh, don't touch this helmet, man. Put it right here, okay? Because when you get these things painted up, and they're amazing, no doubt. But when it coming in out of the car, it's banging around, paint's getting chipped, and we were at I was at a race one time, and a fan accidentally knocked somebody's helmet off pit wall, and the conversation that between the driver and the fan that happened afterwards, I was like, man, I'm never gonna feel that way about my helmet. And so, because I don't have time to be like super careful with this paint scheme on this helmet. This thing's getting banged around and getting tossed places and getting hung in the car and thrown over in the passenger seat and all this stuff. And I'm not worrying about, it's a cool paint scheme. So anyways, I saw that guy wearing those gloves at the motocross, and I thought, I'm going to start doing that. That'll be different. That'll be, nobody's really doing anything with gloves. It's kind of fun. I like skulls. I always had skulls on the back of my helmet, and so I was kind of into that. And so I just started doing it. I just started wearing them, and that was that. I mean, it ended up. Now we have, it ended up providing us an opportunity now to do the gloves program. I think we raised almost $75,000 or something like that for this year's gloves program. Had over 60 drivers wearing the skull gloves at Bristol and auctioning all of them off, and so it was good.
Yeah, I saw from the Driven to Give event, it seemed like it was It was a big success. This next question is coming from Mason. It's well documented. The household you grew up in, was a racing family. Between you and Kelly growing up, who would you say was more competitive?
I don't know. I mean, I think probably me. Kelly me and my buddies were racing everything. We raced Matchbox cars, skateboards, bikes. We raced it. We raced whatever we could figure out how to race something, And Kelly was, into her friends and makeup and teen magazines and all that stuff, She really didn't. She kind of got the racing bug really late. It was she was sort of getting out of high school and going to college, and she was going to school in Wilmington, and had no interest or had shared no interest in driving a race car. And Dad was missing her terribly, and to persuade her to transfer from Wilmington to UNC Charlotte and finish her school there and be closer to home so he could see her, he told her he would get her a race car to race. And that's how her racing career began. And so in terms of motorsports and racing, I certainly was more competitive throughout my childhood than Kelly was. But she did play – we both played some sports. Yeah. But I think our disdain for losing was the same. And we took it, we took all that. I saw her have some great runs, but I saw her in some vulnerable moments when she didn't do well, and we were very similar.
Yeah, for sure. You've talked about hobbies a lot on this show, and a few people this week were asking, do you play golf, and how good are you at golf?
I don't play golf. I do have a set of clubs, and I've got a simulator at home, and I swing on that every once in a while. Not often, but I still get out there and swing away on the simulator a little bit. I had a lot of fun with that when we first got it years ago. It's been in my house for quite a while, but I've been tempted though, man. I've been talking to Latart and Rick Allen, those guys, about going with them, but I'm just trying to find a time. I don't want to go to where it's busy, a lot of people. Yeah. Man, so if you're not good at it and you go to a golf course and you're getting ready to tee off on the first green and there's like everybody else is there waiting.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to do this, man. I don't want to do this in front of nobody.
Yeah.
So when we go, it's like you got to start on the back nine, right? So you kind of dive in between a couple of foursomes or whatever so there's not a lot of people around when you get going, because if you show up in the morning and go on that first tee and everybody else is there to get their round going, and it's just you're like, oh, here it goes. Let's just get it off the ground.
I'm the same way.
I don't like that.
I'm terrible, and it's hard to watch. Hard to watch when you play golf.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't want anybody watching me play golf.
Have you gotten into the pickleball craze?
I will probably not do that.
No?
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't know. I'm not into it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. We'll have to get you on the court.
I don't know, man.
I think you're going to like it.
I'm not going to do it. No.
Hey, I got a question.
Yeah.
Dale, did you happen to see a video from this past weekend at the Eric Church concert where Eric Church walks off the stage to hand a fan his guitar pick?
No.
Guess who the fan was? Andrew Kurland.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I have not asked you about this. How did that happen?
So I've done it a few times where, like, basically I'll hold up a guitar pick and, like, ask to, like, trade it with him. So it happened once in Tampa, and then
same concert.
Different concert.
Different.
Yeah.
Who was it?
Or no, it was also with Eric Church. Yeah, Eric Church.
I mean, damn, dude, how many Eric Church? Let
Oh.
somebody else.
You don't want to go down that hole.
I'm just saying, like, let somebody. You get your pick. That's your pick for life. Like, let somebody else get the.
This is the second pick I've gotten.
What a
out of 12
greedy
shows.
Dude,
Eric Church fan.
Well, if you look, Eric Church, it felt like he saw you and singled you out.
Yeah, and that was like the set. Like he earlier in the show,
I think you've
pointed
been planted
at me.
in these shows.
Huh?
The
I think
DM
you've
and
been planted in the show as an
As
you're an
the guy?
actor. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like, they're like, hey man, we just need you to smile, act like you're biggest fan ever. We're gonna hand you this pick.
I mean, that'd be awesome,
Yeah.
but yeah, that wasn't the
Yeah.
case.
How much did you get paid to be a
How
super
much
fan?
did you get paid to be super fan?
Real fan, not paid actor. Like one of those commercials.
Not sure, man. But sing a song for us.
Sing a song?
Yep. Please don't.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna.
You're really gonna do it?
I mean, if I had to prove my
Yes, your
Eric
fandom.
Church fandom,
All right.
I could give you a song. Maybe another time.
I didn't see you as an Eric Church fan.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what.
Huge Eric Church.
Okay.
Huge Eric Church fan. And by the way,
I had a few friends at that concert. I think Michael Waltrip was there. And
Okay.
But Sean Brawley, he was there.
Was he?
Yeah.
all trying to get a guitar pick, but boy, somebody just swept in and took it for the second time. Andrew Curlin, just
Yeah, I
nobody.
had to push kids out of the way, like you know.
Well, I'm glad somebody on social media said the question or asked the question that everybody's thinking. It's like, if you're going to be this, have this connection with Eric Church, you do host a show called Next Level, and that would be an obvious choice. So when can we expect Eric Church on Next Level? I mean,
I
if
don't
you
know.
guys
This
are
is
this
the formal
tight.
invite right here.
This is it?
Yeah,
I'm sure he'll see it.
this is it.
He's watching right now.
He is.
Yeah.
He's tuned into the YouTube chat.
Oh, well.
Anyways, we got another question. This is from Randall. I thought this was kind of funny. This kind of ties back to one of the conversations we had earlier this year. Which is better, free beer or free tacos? Someone handed you right now. Came in, either with free beer or free tacos.
Beer.
No brainer.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer.
I think beer.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
A free beer does taste pretty
Yeah.
good.
There's been me and Mike's been having some conversations about beer here lately. There's been some interest from some beer brands to become partners on our show.
Oh,
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
It's a race. Who wants to win Dell's over? I don't know how deep we want to get into it, but it's pretty interesting that this question's being asked because
It is.
my man, I don't know when the last time he paid for a beer or for a case of beer. I think he's set for life.
Yeah.
Do we want to get too deep into that?
We'll just say that I'm on a deal with Anheuser-Busch that that we still get a certain allotment of beer.
Which is not that abnormal. When he said that, like, I know Ken Schrader
Yeah, he still gets
still is on the deal. Like, he for the rest of time, Ken Schrader will always get that
So
case of Budweiser.
I told Mike if we get a beer sponsor for the podcast, then they do know what they're going to have to do.
I like a man with his priorities, right?
They're not
That's
just-
priorities.
Yeah, they're not just going to come on in here and just become a beer sponsor.
Right, right. They better be willing to back up that old truck to Mooresville
Yeah. Every month.
every month.
Yeah.
That's facts. Facts.
You think we're gonna have enough for just a month? I feel like it's gonna have to be more frequent.
Well, he
than
didn't
that.
say it was for you.
Yeah, it's true.
It's
There'll
for
be
him.
plenty. There'll be plenty.
I
If
thought
they want to
that-
do that kind of a deal, there'll be enough for everybody.
Oh man. Got time for one more quick one. This is from Vince. What do you when you order pizza? What's the go-to pizza topping that you have?
Man, I'm so hungry.
I bet you some free tacos would be pretty good right now.
Perfect question for that.
Yes. So, all right. So, this is a great. There's a local place in Mooresville called Pie in the Sky. If you followed my social over the last couple of years, they were in this one building operating since I was in high school, and they were moved out because of renovations that were happening to the building, the new owner. So they had to move. They've been in a gas station, a really good gas station, in between Davidson and Mooresville. It's a really cool place. But they've been operating out of there for the past year and a half, 2 years, maybe more. And so they are just about finished renovating this building that they're moving back into, which is back in downtown Mooresville. And they're just literally right on the verge of being able to open the doors and start making pie. And I cannot wait. And it is the best. I really think, in my opinion, if you're in Mooresville, Pie in the Sky is great pizza. And so when I go there, I like to get a little extra sauce. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's twice as much or just a little more. But just tell them just to make sure I like a little extra sauce on mine, because the sauce is like a family recipe that they've had. And that's really kind of what they're known for when you read the articles. about the store. And so I get a little extra sauce on my pizza when I can. Pepperoni and banana peppers.
Banana peppers is a great call.
It's so good.
I just started adding banana peppers,
I love
and
that.
it's the move.
I agree. I don't like sausage or any other meat on the pizza. I just like, pepperoni and banana peppers for sure.
It's probably would be my exact order.
Yeah.
Good
That's
stuff.
It. Yeah.
All right, that was fun today on Ask Junior.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, man. If you're ever in town, check out Pie in the Sky. They're should be in their new location really soon, but hopefully maybe by the time people are here for the Roval, if you're in town, you can go get you some pizza. It's really freaking good. So they'll be glad that you come by. And everybody have a great weekend. Me and the team are going to Lernerville tomorrow to the high limit race with Kyle Larson and his whole group. Brad Sweet, everybody. I think Casey Kane's going to be there as well. But there's a huge field. I think $50,000 to win. I have never been to a winged outlaw race, and certainly this is a great way to get introduced to an incredible form of racing that I've watched from a distance for many, many years. And so we're going to have a lot of fun. Hopefully you'll tune in, listen to the rest of our content this week. I think tomorrow's show is going to be all about us being at the race, right? We're going to sit on a stage and do a podcast with Kyle Larson and Brad Sweet about the series at the track on the front straightaway. And then we're going to enjoy the experience. And so we'll let you know. If you've never been to one of these races, this might be a great way for you to see what you might be missing. And Kyle and I had a little bit of a deal that we did where I said, hey, man, why don't you come drive one of our late models in the Cars Tour? And he did that at Caraway this year. And I'll come to one of your races and sign autographs or whatever you want. And I'll bring our podcast crew and we'll create some content around it. So that's kind of the agreement. It's been fun. It's helped me engage and talk to Kyle a little bit more and get to know him better. And so looking forward to tomorrow. Hope everybody, like I say, has a great week. And tune in to Talladega this weekend. It should be a lot of fun. I can't wait to broadcast that race and see how those guys get it done. Y'all take it easy.
We're out.